So far, we've been describing functions as a set of inputs and outputs. So for example, if I said f of x, we said was x was the input, and f of x, this whole thing, was the output, right? And we didn't really attach any sort of meanings for what could be the input and what could be the output. But in fact, we can actually attach many meanings to this, more practical meanings for mathematical purposes. So say, for example, I write something slightly different. So instead of f of x, I write something as h of t, okay? Where in this case, I describe h is the height. So h is the height. And we're going to measure that, say, in meters, okay? And let's say t is time. And we're going to measure that in seconds. All right? So what does this mean practically? So say, for example, I write, so here's a couple of examples. So let's say I say h of 1. Well, what that means is when the time is 1, so in other words, when the input is 1, so when t equals 1, so at 1 second, what is the height? What is the height? Right? So this is a very practical way of figuring out height and time of these two variables. So when the time is 1, h of 1 gives us the height at a time of 1. Let's say, for example, I have h of 5. What this means is the height at t equals 5 seconds. So the height when the time equals 5 seconds. Let me give you one more example just to clarify this. And we can do this for any two variables, okay? So let's do another example where I have p and m. And the reason why I'm giving you these examples is I just want you to realize that we can define the inputs and outputs however we like. So in this case, for example, let p be the population. Okay, so it could be the population of anything, population of a country, it could be the population of bacteria, it could be the population of boys in a school, it could be anything. And m, I'm going to define m in this case as months, okay, as the month. So for example, well, I'll give you an example right now. So say for example, I have p of 1, okay? And what this means is what is the population in January. Why January? Well, because January is the first month. So where 1 corresponds to January. So what this means, p of 1 gives you the population in January. For example, so to do another example, if I did p of 11, let's see if you can guess this. This is the population, right? Whatever the population might be in November. And here m is equal to 11 because November is the 11th month in our calendar year. All right, I'll see you in the next video where we're actually going to use this. Instead of f and x and y and x, we're going to use actual applicable letters to model certain situations. I'll see you in the next video.